It's time for my NFL picks for Week 8. Let's start by recapping last week. My picks on sides and totals fared poorly, while the prop bets did a good job once again. Here are the specifics. We went 3-7 ATS on sides and totals. Ouch! The prop bets generated 9 wins versus 7 losses. Given the odds from each bet, we ended with a small 1-unit profit approximately. A quick reminder that the easiest way to beat bookies in the NFL is via prop bets. Millions of people are betting sides and totals, which leads to razor-sharp lines that are difficult to beat. Meanwhile, we have much less competition on prop bets, so we do find some good value wagers. That being said, let me present the plays I like the most for Week 8 when it comes to sides and totals. I'm Professor MJ, let's go! The Jaguars saved Doug Peterson's job last week by coming back from a 10-0 hole to destroy the Patriots 32-16 in London. Had Jacksonville lost that game, I sincerely believe Peterson would have been fired. Are the Jags back on track? I don't think so. Let's remember that they were facing New England, a team that lost its past 6 matchups by getting outscored 165-83 in the process. The Packers are a completely different animal. My pick against the spread in this meeting goes to Green Bay -4 points in Jacksonville. That represents my 10th most confident play of the week. Everyone talks about Jordan Love, and for good reason. The young signal caller is enjoying a great year, although he would be better served by cutting down on the number of interceptions. However, did you notice how Green Bay's defense has been rounding into form? During their first 4 games, they gave up an average of 22 points per game, which is decent. Then, in the past 3 contests, they have squandered just 18 points per game to their opponents. On the contrary, Jacksonville's defense has been very generous. In fact, they rank dead last in terms of the DVOA, the famous Defense Adjusted Value over Average. That's a bad sign when you are about to face a high-octane offense like Green Bay's. My only concern is this. Will the Packers look past this game since they are about to square off with the Detroit Lions in the ensuing week? Let's hope they stay focused on the present. Hey, did you know that road favorites this year own a solid 25-10-2 record against the spread? That's impressive and worth noting for sure. This week we have 8 road favorites, so it will be interesting to see if the trend continues or not. In the current case, Green Bay is a road favorite, so I am crossing my fingers that they will blow out the Jags. Who wants to bet the Saints after their horrendous 33-10 loss Thursday night against the Broncos on primetime television? Nobody except me. Indeed, I am taking New Orleans plus 7.5 points at the Chargers. This is my 8th most confident bet of the week, and it gets a 2-star rating. Am I crazy or what? Maybe I am. The Saints get a big edge in terms of rest. As a matter of fact, they get 3 extra days of rest after playing last Thursday, while the Chargers were busy on Monday, so they lose 1 day of preparation. That's huge. Through the first 3 games of the regular season, New Orleans had given up an average of 14.7 points per game. Now, this unit was embarrassed big time in the 2 most recent weeks by surrendering 33 points to Denver and 51 points to Tampa Bay. In my mind, they have talent and they are likely to rebound after those bad performances. Jim Harbaugh's team has not allowed more than 20 points in any game thus far in the 2024 season. That's impressive. but their offense has scored the 7th fewest points per game, so I think this game will be close. Moreover, the Saints will get a boost from the return of Chris Olave. He's a great playmaker and he looks on track to play. The situation is muddier when it comes to quarterback Derek Carr. But you know what? Even if Spencer Rattler gets the start under center, I still think New Orleans will find a way to cover the large 7-point spread. My next pick goes to the Indianapolis Colts plus 6 points in Houston. It occupies rank 7 and it comes with a 2-star rating. Divisional games tend to be close, and I don't think this one will be an exception. The Texans have beaten the lowly Patriots by a 20-point margin. But if you take a look at their other 4 victories, they were obtained by a margin of 2 to 6 points. It won't be an easy task to defeat the division rival by 7 points or more. Of course, we have the in-season revenge factor going our way. In Week 1, the Texans won 29-27 at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Colts will be looking for some payback, especially Anthony Richardson, who only completed 9 of his 19 passing attempts. Indianapolis currently owns a 4-3 record. Let's revisit their 3 defeats. A 2-point loss against Houston, a 6-point loss in Green Bay, and a 3-point loss at Jacksonville. In other words, they have not lost a single game by more than 6 points. The Colts did pick up a win over the Bears and the Steelers, who are 4-2 and 5-2 respectively. What makes this bet scary is Richardson's inconsistent play. He looks great at times and bad at others. He got his mojo back by running the ball on 14 occasions last week against Miami. Even though that makes him risk an injury, the team needs him to do that to have a better chance of winning. The Texans will still be without their best wideout, Nico Collins, and they have 4 starting defensive players listed as questionable. I think the probability that Houston wins this game by a margin of 7 points or more is around 40%. So I'm going to side with the Colts plus 6 points in this AFC South battle. I am betting the Cincinnati Bengals team total to go under 24.5 points at home against the Eagles. This prediction is rated 3 stars out of 5, and it is my 5th most confident play for Week 8 in the NFL. Philly's defense has shown good signs of improvement. After allowing an average of 24 points during the course of the first 4 contests, they have given up 16 and 3 points in their 2 matches since their bye week. Granted, those performances occurred against the Browns and the Giants, who don't have a fantastic offense. Still, they did their job. Cincinnati's last 2 opponents were the same, the G-Men and Cleveland. Despite winning those games, their offense was not clicking very much. They picked up just 12 and 13 first downs in those contests, while going just 6 for 24 on third downs. That's awful. I also like this play because the Eagles have a great matchup for their ground game against Cincy's run defense. So far this year, Philadelphia has obtained the 2nd most rushing yards per game, while Cincy ranks 21st in yards on the ground allowed per game. That's good news for us, since the Eagles running the ball consistently would milk the clock more quickly. And it will leave Joe Burrow and company on the sidelines for a good portion of the game. Philadelphia will be able to throw at the most appropriate times as well, since the return of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith provided a big boost to this offense. If someone wanted to bet the Eagles to win this game straight up, I would not be opposed to the idea. But my numbers are telling me that this bet is slightly better, so I will follow its guidelines. Again, I am banking on the fact that the Bengals will score a maximum of 24 points in this matchup. If you want more NFL picks, head over to professormj.com/pages/NFL. This is where you will find my remaining 6 picks on sides and totals, along with the lucrative proposition bets. Every week, I share 16 prop bets, 3 on Thursday, 10 on Sunday, and 3 more on Monday. I'm Professor MJ, Bookie Crusher since 1999. Thanking you very much for watching this video. Click the thumbs up button to show your appreciation. And that's all I need if you feel grateful about the betting info I provided in this video. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, my sports betting friend.